Hello, I'm Farmer Mike, and this time of the year I'm known for that because not only do I grow some pumpkins, but I also do a lot of pumpkin carving. Farmer Mike originally came when I first started doing giant pumpkins. And I wanted people to understand that I wasn't just an artist that was doing something on a pumpkin, that I was really into the pumpkins. I first started carving pumpkins after I grew some. I grew a couple of big pumpkins, had nothing to do with them, so I carved one. And that was a number of years ago. In fact, I've been at Half Moon Bay Pumpkin Festival carving for the last 27 years. So I guess that makes it about 28 years. I'll pick up a pumpkin. The first thing is I'll move it around to see where I want to carve it, because every pumpkin is a little bit different. In fact, they're like people. Each one has its own personality. You just have to bring that out with the pumpkin with a step-by-step approach. Is it going to be an angry pumpkin? Is it a happy pumpkin? If something is elongated, then it's going to have an elongated nose. If something is fat, dumb, and happy, I want to pull that out of it. So I have a face that would work with the pumpkin. That's why I never draw on a piece of paper first, because the pumpkin is three-dimensional. What I did when I first started carving the teeth was I actually got a mirror, and I smiled in the mirror and I did my own teeth in the pumpkin. The problem was they started looking like me. So what I've done since then is I will talk to people in the audience. I'll look at smiles, I'll look at their eyebrows, I'll get little facial features, and I will incorporate it into the pumpkins I'm carving then and also use it for later time. But what I'm really doing is something that I call pumpkin carving in the round, in which I can get a nose that is more protruding, eyes that are more inset, and smiles and wrinkles and things of that nature. But I also use some things that have a tendency to trick the eye. For example, the rods and the cones in the eye are focused on certain things to think that something is really a face. That's the way our mind works. So for example, I will first start out with the high end of the nose. I may put some cracks or something like that. Then I'll go in deep here. Then I'll come in light and deep and light and deep. It's kind of like plumber's crack or maybe cleavage. The eye can't help but look because that's what you're drawn to, and that is the way the human mind works. So I use that to give you more of a three-dimensional effect in the pumpkin. Pumpkins are something that is unique. It only occurs once a year, and everybody still enjoys it. It never is something that really gets old because it's only a short period of time, and as a result, my pumpkins are bigger, they're massive, they have big faces on them, they have teeth, they have noses that protrude, and as a result, I get a lot of smiles out of it. There is no Farmer Mike after Halloween. Basically, I retire for another 9 months and kind of put it into hiding and safekeeping until the following year. What happens to the pumpkins is, well, the pumpkins are a piece of fruit. And as a result, once you carve into it and you take off that protective rind, there is nothing left to it.